Yo, what's going on, college? This is Truett Palmer Turk, and this is actually my fifth class I'm attending, and this is, I guess, my second assignment. And basically, this is talking about preparing my introduction. So what we're going to be talking about is me a little bit, just kind of me a little bit. I'm gonna read the instructions right now, so I can give y'all a better idea of who I am. So. Well, first of all, I've been attending this college since June 30th of 2025. I'm currently 19 years old. I was born January 13th, 2007, and I was born in South Carolina, I think, and I'm not sure what city exactly. Maybe Charlotte. And then I was raised, from like 3 to 5 years old, I think, or 6, in Missouri, Kansas, and then moved to Florida when I was 7 years old, I think. And then I was living in Claremont at the time, at the age of 7 to 10. Then at 10 years old, I was living in Lake Alfred, Florida, in a neighborhood complex from 10 to 12. And I'm going to try to study these questions before I start, just kind of try to give y'all the whole entire background image of it all. But it says, prepare your introduction. All right, well, let's get into this. For this introductory discussion, you'll be posting a video message to greet your classmates and share more about yourself. Your welcome message should include the following. All right, so number 1 on the bulletin, it says your background. All right, family, hometown, where I grew up. I just kind of spent a little bit already, but we're going to get into the whole thing in a minute. Current employment, etc. All right, number 2, your interests, my hobbies, my activities, my sports, my past educations, etc. And then what are you hoping to learn from your study of Israel's life and literature? And then it says, before creating your welcome video, take a few moments to prepare what you want to share. Alright. So literature probably means a certain way of writing. Your writing style, to me, that's what it means to me. I'm not sure what it means to you, because I haven't really studied this. I mean, literature is a kind of the way you write. Your art is, I guess your art and writing, the way you present your writing. I guess the way you would write. I write basically just classic kind of writing style I have. It's not cursive or a cursive, how you pronounce it, cursive. I learned a cursive, but I don't really use a cursive writing. I learned that in like middle school or something. Never really stuck to that. I also have learned Spanish, but like I started that in 2022 and ended like 2023, I think. But it was about a year or 2 year education. Maybe I ended in 2024. I kind of forgot. Maybe actually it lasted for, I can't remember because it's just been a little while ago. I started when I was like 15 to like 17 or something with that stuff, with the Spanish virtual Zoom meetings. Because I've been homeschooled my whole life. And so my family, okay, so there's me, Truett, and I'm 19. I've got a twin brother. His name is Forrest Dean Turk, and we've been good brothers ever since our birth, of course. And we were born the same exact day, so we're identical. And yeah, and then my parents are Charles and Alicia Turk. So yeah, and they've been married since '91. I'll just show you a little bit about them. That's a little bit about them. My dad. One of his first jobs was like Wendy's. Didn't work out, so he started going into Chick-fil-A. He worked at Chick-fil-A for like a couple of years. I don't know how many. It was a good many years, I think. Maybe 3 years or 4 years. And it was like late teen years, early adult years too. He met our mom there. So, and yeah. So my hometown, I haven't finished that, but Lake Alfred for 10 to 12 years old, then North Carolina back up here in Concord, living in an apartment complex, hopping out to Glen Apartments complex. And then I moved after that. We started going to this church called He's Alive Church. And I've been going to this church since I was 12 years old. November 4th, in the month of November in 2019. So I wasn't sharing the years with y'all, but I was just saying my age. But each time we moved, been going to He's Alive for 6 years now, I think. Actually, this is about 7 years. Well, not 7 full years, because November 2019 wasn't a full year. It was just like a month, like about 2 months or something, about 2 months. And my current employment is Five Guys. Been going there since last year of February of 2025. That's when I started the job. I got my interview in January or very early February. The guy who interviewed me was like Irvin. I'm not sure his last name, but his name was Irvin. And my first best friend over there was Lucas Young. I don't think he has any social medias, but I have a picture of him if y'all like to see that. I don't have it in a frame. I should probably print it at church and just print it and put it on my wall. But let me give you a little background of my room too, just so you get a better idea of what y'all probably don't. It's probably not necessary, but I've got a lot of music in my room. Very musical person by nature, I think. And I've got all these pictures on my wall. I've got my guitar. That's a picture from January of 2025, I think, or maybe 25, and or maybe February. I kind of forgot, but and then I got my Bible over there, and then here I am right here. This is my bed, of course. You can't see the whole thing right now, but I've got CDs down in there, and I've got CDs right there, and I got my Black Jackson bass. Got a lot of stuff. I got the bass amp right there. That's my Yamaha. My dad's a 1987 Yamaha guitar. He's let me have that guitar to use, and then I got my own right here, which is also his, but he let me have that one since he never uses that one. It's a Fender. I got a Green Hofner bass I've had since 2023, and these other ones. I've had that guitar since 2020 or something. I got that guitar recently from him. And the bass I got recently too. And I also got a keyboard out there, but we won't go into the whole lot of that unless y'all really want to know it or something. You can comment down below in the description of this discussion. But let's just get back to this. Okay, so current employment, etc. So Five Guys, and I've been doing youth band for the church since 2023. Although I did graduate in 2025 when I was 18, so. Just served there when Jeremy, the youth pastor, I mean, not the lead, but the youth. The lead pastor is Mark Carnes, if y'all didn't already know that. Associate's Bill Coleman, so it's a great church. Definitely go there. You should go start going. Definitely will get invested in that church. It's a great church. But anyway. Okay, so your interests, my hobbies, activities, sports, past education. Alright, so we'll start by past education. So, first grade, tried to go to public school. It didn't work out. So I've been homeschooled my whole life. That was a calling that mom had from God, so we just homeschooled our whole lives, and it worked out great. So I won't go too deeply into all these other things, but I'll go into, my interests. Alright. I'm into rock and roll. I'm also into Christian contemporary music, gospel music. I'm into Christmas music. I'm into anything that has to do with the 1900s era. Basically, the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, all these kind of eras. Music, superheroes, concerts, books, just about everything, honestly. There's nothing I don't really like. There's just certain foods, maybe. There's certain things I don't like, but I like a lot of stuff. And of course, I like girls, of course, but that's everybody likes girls. Who's a boy, and if you're a girl, you're like a boy, so that's just the way this goes. But a little bit of my sense of humor is coming out, but you get the picture. Yeah. Okay, so hobbies, activities, sports. Okay. So I play basketball, baseball. I can throw a football. I don't know how to play a sport, but I know how to throw a football. I also run. I lift. I do calisthenics. I do ab workouts. I do lightsaber exercises, dueling, practicing scenes and trying to perfect those scenes. I've got tons of lightsabers in my closet. If you want to see those in later videos or a different kind of discussion post that has to do with the video. But this is becoming a very long video. But let's move on. So yeah, activities. So hobbies. I play music on my guitar, bass. Okay, I'm also beginning to learn how to play keyboard. I play drums. I sing, lead sing, and do harmony. Not professionally, but I just do it for fun. I watch stuff like shows and movies. I do a lot of stuff. I don't want to get into detail about every little thing I do because it's just way too much. Also, if you want to ride bikes, and I do stuff for my brother. I record videos. Check my channels out. I got Turk, Superhero Marvel Kids. That's me on my brother's channel. We got a channel called Bobber Adventures. We got I can't link it all right here unless y'all want me to, and if you'll comment down below. But this is becoming a very long post. So I need to get on with this. Alright. What are you hoping to learn from your study of Israel's life and literature? Alright. So Israel's life, that means people that are called by God to do what He wants them to do, but just also to live a pure Christian life, a true one, which is the covenant between Moses, Abraham, I guess Isaac and Jacob, maybe even the Davidic covenant. It got something to do with it. David's private covenant through Jesus Christ as well. So the good news about the Messiah coming back down for us on the cross and rising again to give us the new life through the Holy Spirit's guidance, so we'll live the way He'd like every day until we go to heaven, be fully sanctified, being sanctified each and every day by what we do for God in the Word and just through our attributes of the Spirit. My strengths in the Spirit are faithfulness, goodness, and gentleness. But okay, and then literature, I've been getting a lot better at writing with this class since I started. I took academic discourse class, the first one. I've had college writing, second class, third one was biblical studies and theological writing, which is my third and probably my most fun classes. My last one was my fourth class, which was argumentative essay, literature, writing kind of class. This is my fifth class, which is about the Old Testament, about ancient Israel, and two, I guess, about literature. So that was my introduction video. I hope y'all have a blessed week and great week and days coming forward in the Lord and in yourselves. Whatever you want to do, just do it. Make sure it's going to be pleasing to the Lord, though. Bless y'all, and I hope y'all have a great week. This has been Trip Palmer Turk, and I will see y'all in the next video. And hope y'all have a good week. And I'll be replying to some of y'all's posts next. So peace out. Have a good day. We'll see y'all later.